I thought Georgia came out with way more focus than we did. I thought we had a good end to the quarter. In the second quarter, we had good energy in the locker room. We talked about how awesome we had moved the ball in the second quarter, and everybody rallied and cheered, and then we went out in the third quarter and didn't do it. So frustrating, but Georgia can frustrate you. All right, they can frustrate you. They're up in you the entire game. It's very, very physical. We didn't respond as well as we have been. I still thought we had chances in the third and fourth quarter to make a run. We turned it over a couple of times, and then we missed a few shots. But that's Georgia's compounding effect had more of effect on us than our compounding effect had on them. They ran with us just fine. They looked sharp. They looked fresher at the end of the game than we did, and that's not been the case very many times. But, I thought they knew they needed this game, and they played like it.
When Alexis isn't making threes, she's still doing really positive things elsewhere, but tonight it kind of seemed different. What was up with her?
I don't know. She wasn't good when we took her out of the game and didn't respond very well, so I thought Raven did. So Raven got those minutes tonight, and, hopefully she'll bounce back. She's been playing fine. Like you said, her lineups have still been very, very efficient, even though her shots haven't been going in. But tonight there were some turnovers and some really big missed defensive assignments, and I felt like Raven has been giving us a better punch, even though she went 1 for 6. I felt like she was better, so we stuck with her.
So they're at the end of the game. Oh, sorry, Nate.
No.
Is that yours? So they're at the end of the game. When Malika had that turnover and it resulted in a transition bucket, that kind of seemed to take the air out of it. What happened on that? They were
zapped us. Yeah, I was. We tried to run something we just put in this week. That's probably my fault for trying to put in a situation where we were trying to execute. She had a few uncharacteristic ones tonight, early in the game especially. So that's an accumulation of playing a whole bunch of minutes. I'll still take her effort or fight, but you can't – the number itself, you're going to look at 13, and that's really not that big of a number. But, man, it was the kind and the time. She missed a wide-open layup, too. She's beating herself up over that would have cut it to a 2-possession game. So some of that's fatigue. I've got to start taking her out around media timeouts. We've got to do a better job in practice of getting Jalen a few minutes at the point until IT comes back.
I know rebounding's tough, but was this tougher than you expected?
Yeah, no, not really. I thought we held our own in the first half, but the second half was just a completely different Georgia team. I thought Kaliyah Robinson established herself in that area in the second half. And you look at Taja Cole getting 9 defensive rebounds. That's what you want your guard to be able to do because those all turned in. But, yeah, it was a little tougher. They're hard to do it against. But they do it at every position. Their guards really rebound it. It's obviously a staple of what's important to them. And do we still outshoot them? We still got more shots than they did tonight. To me, rebounding, you rebound so you can get extra possessions. You get extra possessions so you can get more shots. But I look up, and we still got 82 shots, and they got 80. Oh, no, they got 87. No, what did we do? Did I do my math right? No, we got 90. What did we get? 82, and they got 77, counting free throws. I always count free throws. That's if y'all are wondering why my math is so bad. That's because I'm adding those together.
Just Dungy's performance.
I thought she really isolated the mismatches. There were some times that we got her into some really good space. She continues to get more and more comfortable. I really like how her and Mal are playing together. I wouldn't have said that early in the year, and I don't think either one of them would have told you that same thing. But Chelsea found her a couple times after she would drive it and kick out to Mal. Mal found her. I really like where they're going with it. We've got to get those guys a little bit more of a scoring punch. But I think her play has been all-conference-ish now through, is that 9 games or 8 games? 8 games. Halfway through the SEC season, if you had a mid-season deal, she's got to be in the conversation for that. She's had a great first 8 games in the SEC.
And you guys have been playing really well coming into this game, received votes in the coaches' poll. So now how do you guys try to reset after this setback?
I think we're realistic. I know the guy that voted for us. He's a good guy, and I really appreciate it. So that was fun to be RVing for a week. Listen, I've said it. We've all sat in here and talked about it. We were 5-2. Our 5 wins were against the teams that were at the bottom of the league. This team's not at the bottom of the league. So we're not going to go in there and start beating each other up over a team that nobody expected us to beat in the preseason. And just because we'd played well the last few weeks, that doesn't get you any bonus points. So I don't know that there will be a reset. I can tell you this: I'm gonna sleep really hard tonight, and then wake up in the morning. There may be some changes. I found out some things through some coaches that we had some kids that didn't stay and get some extra shots up yesterday. After I'd only given them an hour and 15 minutes of practice, we usually leave them time, and they had some reason to get out of here. We'll fix that. Thank you. Wow, I didn't want to end it on that. Somebody else got something there. Huh? Damn it. Good crowd. I thought it was a good crowd for a Thursday night, and that keeps growing, so thanks to those guys for sure.